Potter's Journal. Don't be a starving artist. Grow a garden. And if you don't have a garden, try eating some wild flowers. Before we do that, let's see what's going on in the studio today. If you've been following my 3-part sculpture series that must be up to what? About part 9 or 7 now? Okay, I've been using clay pipe to make some garden sculpture. I get it before it's been fired. For you, it's been fun and exciting. For me, it was just revisiting something from my past and just making the same old thing. Except I always made them large, head high, in an industrial kiln at the plant where they extruded them. I found it new. Okay, to go small. And the fish that always were just all blue, swimming around a pipe squared off at the top, now have, okay, varying heights and some added diversity. How come that didn't happen sooner? How could it take so long? Okay, I have no functioning kiln right now, but I am going to pull a rabbit out of a hat, and we are going to unload some of this garden pottery that's been fired. How will I do that? Well, this kiln's been down for years, and the pots are still in there. I didn't unload it. This is an Olympic oval. This is a 16 cubic foot kiln. If you've been watching my videos, I presented myself as relearning throwing skills that I had left behind 20 years ago. I really haven't said much about my past, but if you've watched this past series of videos, you have found out that I have a past. And I did take a couple of these out of here. They're behind me. Wow. And I fire these little one inside of a medium one inside of a larger one, so it's efficient in the firing. These, okay, as you can see, are not carved like the ones I've been doing this series. These were some pipes that I get them before fired, had dried up, so I banded the slips on them. And then paint the turtles, the lines, and then just carve through. And that gives them some definition. These pieces I consider, okay, I work in, 3 levels, pieces that are full-blown sculpture that I don't sell. It just sits out in the field. Pieces like the garden pottery that I opened this with the turtles and the fish, and this I consider garden garden pottery. Things that can become bird baths. Let's see, that one doesn't quite fit on there, but or something to hold a gazing globe or a sundial. Something that you can make benches out of. And I don't sell the garden. Okay, yeah, 2 together make a bench in the garden. And let's see if I can even get this out of here. Okay, I don't know how long this kiln's been sitting here. Okay, here we go. Look at that. Some more posts. I've needed these. These things go to cone 1 or so, or 2, and yeah, I'm guessing that lower cone might be, I don't know what, but yeah, the bottom row of the elements went out on this thing, and yeah, when I was a production potter for a few years, wow. Okay, I'm gonna set this up on something that's under it and raise it a little bit, see if I can even get this out of here. Okay. Okay, and this one, unlike the ones I started with that I do call garden sculpture, in this instance it's just a silhouette, and I consider that more just garden pottery. In general, the response I've got from these over the years is, what are they? But oddly enough, and you know, it could just be a piece of garden art, set it in the yard. But in general, the people who have figured out what they are have often come back and got more than one piece. And somebody actually used them as tables under his bonsai collection. Okay, and yeah, and even the designs, like the deer here, or the horse, here it is just drawn out, here it is as silhouettes. I've also done these as shaped, formed sculpture, and which is kind of halfway between the garden sculpture and sculpture, depending on how we classify, like classifying roses or something. Sometimes you can't tell where the lines are. And you know, this may be why I didn't unload this too. These are not vitrified, and I always fired this stuff high enough to vitrify the clay. Here's a frog house. I often made doors with them too. And this is the faux wood design, which I will do here sometime as a series of videos. Maybe next June, or if it's not before. I always did a workshop with this stuff in June, so it doesn't seem right to be throwing pots in June, plus I'm too busy with the nursery. Can I get the rest of these out of here? Or are they too heavy? There are a couple back here that I pulled out before we started here. This one I do want to get out and see. Yeah, the last firing of this kiln took forever, and it never got the temperature. The bottom elements are out. What do I do with the thing now? It would be great for a kiln conversion. By the time you pay, because this is not a little kiln, you pay for the elements, and I do not feel comfortable changing them. And even my electrician friend charges me pretty good, so, and I don't think I want a kiln this big. I would like one bigger than the hobby kilns I have, which are easy to come by huge, but I would like just a normal big round kiln. Okay, this. Oh, wow. It's on all sides. And this is just what I need. I want to move my nursery up to the farm. And, okay, Cohut's Rooster Hill Farm. Doesn't say pottery on there. I made this before I was making pots again. I was going to put a wooden roof on it. And since it's not vitrified, make sure that it's well up off the ground. And I think... Okay, yeah, this one... And this is why I didn't unload it too. This one with the sunflower has a crack in it. And here is the sunflower design. I think I said I like these because even in the winter it's a bright sunny face, where the as the turtles and the fish, even the rose, looks out of place outside in the winter. Okay, this has a date of 2014 on it, so these have been sitting in here for at least, yeah, about 6 years. And okay, there's one more that I can grab, another one. Yeah, the turtles. Everybody always loved the turtles. Okay. I am ready to sit down for a minute after that. So, yeah, here's a better look at that kiln. My grandmother around at the time said we could do the cremation job in there, but I'm not ready for any new careers. And yeah, these little hobby kilns, easy to come by. Here's one. Here's another kiln I dragged out from hidden locked or lost in the back here. I don't know what it is for, but I may give this a try. Oh, there's even something in there. Okay. Fried elderflowers. Okay. Who does this kind of thing? Trendy chefs. Who does this kind of thing? Foragers who go around the woods looking for stuff to eat. Who does this thing? English or herb garden ladies. Who does this kind of thing? Okay, for me it's famine food. Don't be a starving artist, and I think that falls more in line with it actually being something that was eaten in Germany, maybe England as well, once a year when the garden wasn't producing yet, when there were eggs. And how many ways are there to serve eggs? Well, it's always great to add one more that's seasonal. If you do the batter thinner, it'll make a better show. But thicker, okay, is more substantial. Often served with powdered sugar, but I figured, okay, the fried stuff is bad enough. We'll hold back on the powdered sugar. Yogurt and jam. Okay, stop back and see what kind of other starving artist food we can find, and maybe we will do some more garden sculpture.